Hey guys, this is Reinhardt and I will be explaining you what exactly am I doing and how my abilities work. We'll make a specific video for him, but this is sort of like a mini montage where I will be going step by step of what I'm doing in this Guild Wars, because not many people are familiar with that. So I'm running as a staff and then a scepter and a dagger in the offhand. So my number 5 is actually an AoE fear, 1 second fear, and you have to put it in the ground. So I'm gonna put it and gonna cut back the pass through for this guardian, and he's gonna get feared onto down to the stairs, so we can get a full control here. I applied my number 2 and 3, which is a chill effect and a bleed, and I'm switching to a scepter, and I'm gonna start spamming my number 1, which is the main source of damage for a conditioned Necromancer. Now while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna be looking for a good window of opportunities, and I'm watching my debuffs at the same time. Right now I did actually reflect some of my debuffs on me through my number 4, which blinds and transfers 3 conditions onto the enemy. And I'm gonna finish up this guy really quickly out here. Right now my ally is gonna try to finish him off, so I'm gonna run back and make sure that we have a flag capture secured. So I'm here running back and I'm looking, and there's a couple guardians there. There's stacking on our flag, which what they're supposed to do. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna stack on it and make sure they're not capturing it back. I'm gonna do Enfeeble Blood. This AoE here that you guys saw, it applies the weakness, which reduces your enemy's damage, and also it puts a massive bleed. And I'm switching to a staff out here. I dipped a little bit low here. I'm gonna pop my heal, and I got my scepter, my spirit guys proc. And I also applied my number 2 and number 3, and I'm switching back to scepter. This guy decided to teleport away from a down state, and I'm still gonna finish him off out here right now. So far we're doing relatively well. We're winning 105 by 56 capture points, and we did kill them and push them back, so they're gonna be advancing here. Now these windows are pretty tricky. You cannot kill them with number 1. You have to do a little minor AoE grasp. AoE grasp applies a minor bleed on the target, but it also does a really good snare. Now this guy is out here looking for trouble, and I'm gonna apply full dots, and he's gonna start cutting here, and I'm not gonna pursue him because he does have a good amount of debuffs, and I'm pretty confident my ally can finish him off. This guy is gonna try to vanish out here, and I'm gonna pop him up with number 2, which is my snare, and there he goes. And I applied my full blitz on the target, but I'm not gonna pursue him because I wanna capture this flag out here. It belongs to the blue team, but won't be anymore. And I'm fast forwarding here, so we're gonna have a less of a downtime. We're still winning, so let's keep that actually win up ahead. I'm currently just grass hopping all over the place, and I'm trying to hold the node, and I got bored, so my mistake, but I wanna kill shit. So I'm running over, and I see this couple blues out here, and there's hiding, so I'm gonna go to the 2nd floor, the clock tower. This is the probably point that they're gonna try to capture, and I was right over here. So I'm gonna pop my ulti. My ulti basically applies the bleed every single time, but depends on which you're gonna choose. It's gonna apply a different condition too. You go into this kind of a death, kind of like a cloud, where you can have a multiple bleeds and poison. You can have a blind and bleed, or you can have a cripple and snare and bleed, and it's actually very powerful cooldown. Right now their Necromancer finished my ally off, and I'm still gonna stack out here because this is where they're gonna come in. I took some major damage, so I'm popping my death shot. I did a number 4 to keep my life force up, and right now I'm fully tapped out, so there's no need for me to actually waste my life force. Life force is the strength that you have that allows you to go to a different form where you do not take damage, but instead your duration of your form is diminished, sort of like a demonology warlock in World of Warcraft. Now right here I'm gonna go back to scepter out here, and I'm gonna finish this guy off in the beginning. We're gonna finish that guy off, my allies, and currently we are capturing this flag point. Right now we're doing relatively well. We're still holding 2 flag points. We are winning by almost 100 points, and this guy is actually trying to sneak up on us, and I'm popped AoE snare. I did the Enfeeble Blind. I feared him. I'm gonna freeze him out here, and I'm gonna apply some dots, and he knocked me back out here, and I'm gonna heal through. Fortunately right now I'm still a noob. I don't know 100% of the other classes' abilities, so I still have a lot to learn, but definitely the game is actually a lot of fun. As you guys can see, there is no burst, there is no excessive controlling your character. You actually can control your character relatively well. Number 3 on the scepter, it's actually very awesome. What it does, it basically hits minor, but for every more conditions you have on the enemy, it hits much harder. So think about it as a scorch strike mechanic. Now you see this MOBA, this is actually a person. It's sort of like a polymorph in the game, and this guy is trying to kite it. I jump away from his AoE snare that he put on the ground, and he's gonna try to ninja cap on us, so we're gonna have to defend out here. We applied the full conditions on him, and the blitz actually took him for quite a bit. I did witness him with enfeebled blood, and we actually got him off really fast. What I like about this game is that there's a lot of freedom to what you can do. There's not much CC going on. The combat is very fluid and beautiful. What I don't like about this is that every single rated war zone, battleground, is all about flag capturing. I wish they would actually come up with some different mechanics. So right now we're gonna be engaging. We're gonna be pushing to their zone with their flag capture. It's sort of think about like a stables. And I'm gonna pop into my Enchanted form, gonna fear this guy, kill him at the same time. And right now I'm taking a look at if anybody is advancing or not. And I'm gonna actually resurrect my ally instead of finishing the guys off. And as you guys can see, one of my allies is trying to finish him off at the same time. Unfortunately, I tried to resurrect this guy off, and he almost actually ended up dying. Oh no, never mind, I'm still resurrecting him, but I'm gonna get interrupted by this guy out here, and I'm gonna actually fear him, and I'm gonna actually do number 4 to keep my life force up. Once my cooldowns go back, I'm switching back to my original form, and I'm switching to the staff to deny any more upcomings from the enemy team, as well as actually deny their advances. I'm gonna be dipping here really low at the same time. I have a 7 conditions on me, Blitz, so I'm gonna do some minor damage out here, and I swap to Enchanted form and actually gonna kite. Since I have so many Blitz on me, and I popped my Enchanted form at 1500 HP, which is roughly about 5%, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually let my Blitz vanish, expire in the Enchanted form, and I'm gonna get out of combat here and regenerate very quickly, as well as pop my heal. So right now I'm regenerating very fast. There's no drinking in this game, there's no mana in this game, which is awesome. And I'm ready actually to go back into the game again. Now currently we are gonna be holding their flag, and we're gonna be majorly pushing the back. Just so you guys know, we were not outnumbered, and we were not outnumbering them. I believe they actually at some point had 1 extra player on us, but we still ended up actually coming on top of them. Now if you guys see the conditions here, they tick for like 150 per hit, they do up to 1000 damage. On the first glance it doesn't look a lot, but believe me, it is. Now let's look at the utilities. My number 9 is basically what I'm doing is I'm corrupting their buffs and making them in the Blitz dots 8 conditions, and at the same time I'm putting a major poison debuff on myself, which then I can actually exhale and put it back onto my ally. Onto the enemy. This is what I call the condition control of a Necromancer. I'm gonna be definitely making more and more Guild Wars 2 videos. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry the skill is probably not up to par yet, because there's still a lot for me to learn, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, because the game looks really promising in PvP, and hopefully Blizzard will actually do something about their game in order to balance this with this game. Also check out, guys, my guild team paradigm for Guild Wars 2. Check out my Necromancer skills video where I go over Necromancer skills for those who are interested. A mini Necro montage in the middle, and also Necromancer gameplay, how the Necromancer mechanics works, how his form works, and all that stuff. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, and до свидания.